Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Daryl here. It's 5 p.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I had already made this video. As you guys know, my ex-girlfriend, my best friend in the world here, is in a Jacksonville hospital right now, having an extremely hard time, about as hard as it gets. Let me just go over really quick. About the end of June, about 5 or 6 weeks ago, she gave me a call. She was moving to Jacksonville. It's a dream of hers. She was going to work remotely. She was going to still work for a company here in Connecticut, but she was going to live in Jacksonville. It was a lifelong dream to live in a warm climate near the ocean. So I went over to see her. I was bummed to see her moving that far away. We sat on the couch and we kidded around. And I said, I'm coming down to see you. And, she's like, well, you better. And we started talking about how soon I could get down there and all this other stuff. And I kidded around. I said, oh, geez, neither one of us are wearing a mask. We were sitting on the couch talking. And we started talking about the vaccine. And I said, how I'm completely vaccinated, 2 shots. And we've always had very different political views. To be honest, it did become an issue. My whole family, her whole family, and her we're all Trump supporters. And as you know, I don't keep my dislike for him a secret. So it did cause some problems. I remember one morning about 5 a.m. when she was trying to do her hair, and I was lecturing on Colin Kaepernick, and we had a big discussion. But anyway, about 5 weeks ago, so we're sitting on the couch, and she said that she wasn't going to get vaccinated because she wasn't sure of it. She wasn't sure of the safety of it. Now, I get people want their own personal freedom. If for whatever reason they choose not to get vaccinated, be it with this, be it for polio or whatever, it is a personal choice. But you got to understand, right now, at this juncture, it's not just about personal freedom. Only about 50% of the country is vaccinated. And as we've seen, this virus keeps mutating. And the more time that we spend in this gray area, with only 50% of the country vaccinated, it gives the virus more time to continually mutate into more dangerous, more communicable forms, which it is doing right now. If the whole country, 70, 80, 90% of the country got vaccinated, we would be done with this. We wouldn't be having these arguments about masks or vaccine passports, any of this nonsense. It would be over. We'd be done with it. So it's really not about personal, your own personal choice, your own personal freedom. As this virus mutates, because of this stifled the vaccination push in this country, we're seeing more dangerous, communicable forms of this. And, I could tell you about it because every day I talk to my ex-girlfriend's sister and I hear these god-awful reports of what somebody I love is going through. Because of YouTube, I can't even tell you the horrific things that she endures every day. You got to remember, there was a CBS report from Jacksonville, the hospital she's at. It was just on the news, but I think it was Sunday. And, it teared me up, knowing that she's in a room with no family, with people with double and triple masks and coverings and suffering like she is. Like I said, I can't even, because of restrictions here, I can't even tell you the medical procedures that she's going through. And all because she chose, her freedom of choice not to get vaccinated. Like I said, and it's going to continue mutating. All right, that being said, we have Marjorie Taylor Greene. And again, you guys remember probably about a month ago, she came out with this nonsense about how she related this push for vaccinations, going door to door, how Biden was talking about that. She equated it to the brown shirts in Germany in 1940. Well, she's at it again. And this time it's even worse because she's always, what she's talking about is always half truths and exaggerations. It's just made to fearmonger. So what she just said in the last couple of days, she came across a store in Atlanta that had no vaccination, no service policy because this particular food establishment had employees and customers getting sick. So they decided, look, you know, if you can't prove you're vaccinated, you can't come in. Which I think is perfectly fair. We're talking about life or death situations here. These days, the days of like Trump getting it and supposedly getting over it like it was just the flu, those days are over. You know, I could, like I said, I could tell you about this. Every day I text my ex-girlfriend's sister, and I can't even describe to you what she's going through. A healthy 55-year-old woman. Me and her used to go to Planet Fitness every morning at 5 a.m. and run on the treadmills. She was fit, lean. She would outrun me on the treadmill every day. 20, 25 minutes at 4 miles an hour. And now, I don't even know if I'll see her again. All because she thought that the vaccine was too risky. So Marjorie Taylor Greene was all upset about this store, no vaccine, no service. And she started saying stuff like, she said like this. She said, well, what's next? What will the liberals or the woke or the Democrats want next? What will they test for next? Athlete's foot, venereal disease, AIDS, meningitis, pink eye, Hep B, Hep A. She listed all those exact things. I'll have the link down below. Yeah, and this is where I started getting really angry. Like I said, my best friend, my ex-girlfriend, is suffering, like, unbelievably in a hospital room right now because she listened to people like this. And it's so disingenuous what she's saying. She's talking, you know, she's fear-mongering. Like, well, what's next? Are they going to test for athlete's foot? She's comparing athlete's foot and pink eye to what somebody I love is going through right now. We're talking about an airborne contagion, not something you pick up in a shower. It's so disingenuous for her. And you could see her on Fox News spewing this stuff out, and you could see the people, just like that video I did about a week or two ago, where I read an editorial from a man in my area about how he was being picked on for all this stuff. It's guys like him that are sitting in front of the TV, watching Fox News, watching her on Fox News, and getting all in an uproar. Oh, what are they going to test for next? They're going to test for everything. They're going to test for strep throat. I'm not going to be allowed in any stores. My freedoms. I'm being punished. It's nonsense. And then on top of it, people are suffering and worse. I know. I'm watching somebody suffer every day now because of this exact nonsense. All right. So I got mad when I read this what she was talking about, because it's just pure claptrap, exaggeration, fear-mongering garbage. Talking about athlete's foot, testing for athlete's foot, going into a restaurant. Seriously. And you know that there's conservatives, there's Trumpers out there going, yeah, oh yeah, my freedoms. All right. So that's where the last video ended. I came across a news story just about a half hour ago, this Tuesday afternoon. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matt Gaetz, Paul Gosar, Louis Gomart. I don't think I'm getting those names right. You know, that bunch right there. That bunch, the big lie bunch. They were down in Washington, D.C. just today. And they were trying to start some kind of protest because they're inside the building. Pelosi and the rest of the Democrats were starting the January 6th investigations. So they set up outside. Like I said, Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and they set up outside. Well, they ended up running. The presser got busted. Apparently, people like me, people that are just sick and tired of this nonsense, this fear-mongering, showed up. I'll have the videos and the links down below. Like I said, this just happened Tuesday afternoon. And I can't even tell you, they actually chased Matt Gaetz, and Marjorie Taylor Greene ran, and I can't even tell you what one of the ladies was repeatedly asking. Are you the lowest form of life on earth? What the people that always get beat up in jail? One of those. Are you a blank? Are you a blank? And she just repeats it over and over. Then there's the whistler. This guy is annoying, but God bless him. Like I said, you can watch the videos down below. Just happened this afternoon. They disrupted this whole little nonsense show outside. Like I said, it was outside. There was a little presser protest to Nancy Pelosi starting the January 6th investigations, which, by the way, all of the Capitol Police are completely 100% for. So you can kind of see when people's morals and their beliefs just kind of blow with the wind, you know, because wasn't the Trumpers, weren't they all for the police before? And now these Capitol Police want this investigation. We all saw what happened to them, and this little bunch shows up protesting any investigation. We don't want no investigation into any of this. So you guys got to see the video down below. Just happened this afternoon. You'll see what I mean by the whistler. God bless this bunch. I was very ticked off with what Marjorie Taylor Greene was, the fear-mongering with this whole athlete's foot nonsense. And to see her go running with that Matt Gaetz, to see them go running this afternoon, man, that made my day. All right, you guys have a great Tuesday. I'll be back later with another video.